Well, we're all finished. And you know the most important thing about doing miniature garden or fairy gardens is you need the accessories. And I thought this turned out really nice when it was all finished. Nothing in here is new. Everything is old. A lot of the things I did bring from the house because like I said, I have boxes of fairies accessories. As you can see, the little building has been out in the garden. It's getting rusty and needs to be painted desperately. So another project for next year, a painting project. The little mouse that you see inside is, if we can get her into focus, she's from the house. She's sitting in her little chair looking out the window. And you see it needs to be cleaned desperately inside too. I guess we need a cleaning project on this one. And you can see I just watered all these succulents in. These are cuttings. They are not plants with root systems. So they're carefully all propped up. Hopefully they're going to survive. That's why I have them sorted in the shade. Once they get themselves rooted, I'll move them out to the garden. Probably in October, like I said before. These plants, if they were out in the sun, would get red and have fur on them, and they will look beautiful. But because they have no root system, and I'm afraid it's going to get too hot and kill them, I'm leaving them in the shade for right now to have them root. And here's some more over here, the same kind of succulent. Are not they beautiful? The Fairies Welcome has been something I've had for a long time, probably 2 or 3 years. But because it's in the house, in a box, and comes out for its photo ops, that's why it looks brand new. The beautiful red mushrooms and gold mushrooms on both sides are, believe it or not, are glass. So that's why they look so brilliant, because they've been inside and they are glass also. So nothing to fade them. The little rabbit has been out in the garden for probably a year or so. But the rabbit is white. The only thing that might fade on it is the little black eyes. Then I have this beautiful owl, and it's another glass bead. Could get broke, but they're fine to come out for their photo ops. I'm sorry that the bird bath looks so bad and faded, because it has been out in the garden for a couple of years now, and that's why it looks so faded, because it's out in the sun. At one time it was all really a pretty orange, and now it's fading out, but it still looks fine. And the little air plant in the background is from the house. It'll go back in. It doesn't stay out in the garden. So what was the cost of this fairy garden? A little bit of new soil on top, and that's it. Everything else I already had, or the cuttings were given to me, and the pot I've had for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. So nothing is new. Everything is something shopped from the house, from the garden, or given to me. You know, I have awesome friends that are always giving me awesome things for my garden. It saves me a lot of money. If I went and bought these succulents, as big as they are, they would probably be at least $10 to $20. Because this one here is really big, and it's just a cutting, but it will be beautiful by next year. And the same with this one. This is really big too, but it's a cutting. And look at the beautiful burgundy color, and then the bright green center. They are just beautiful. Love them. I try to use as many different plants as I can, and succulents. I do buy new succulents every year to give me more variety on my succulent collection. Now I'm really just trying to find things I don't already own, because these succulents next year I can take cuttings and make another 3 or 4 fairy gardens. Just from the cuttings that my girlfriend gave me this last week, I've already done 2, and I have enough to do a third. No, I've already done 3 fairy gardens, and I have enough to do another one. So I did 4 fairy gardens just off cuttings, nothing else. So I feel really happy about that. Got to keep moving. I'm a little behind on my my succulent series here, and fairy series. So we're going to get them all finished up the next couple days. I probably won't get very many views, because I'm going to have to put 2 or 3 videos up per day. But you know, we just do with what we're going to do and pray for the best. I'm getting happy to see how much I have actually done in the garden though. I was getting a little sad that it looked so bad. And it still looks pretty bad, but I have enough to do. I will probably do at least 1 fairy garden a week from now on my channel. maybe 2, I don't know. I have Teapot Glen I need to redo, and that's a pretty big area too. So maybe we'll start working on Teapot Glen next month. I don't know how much I'll get finished of it because it's pretty big. But we're going to start on that because these are not things I'm going to have to buy. Must basically just clean up and find some more accessories. Next year, I'm going to probably just buying a few accessories each month because I have very few accessories. A lot of my accessories have been lost through the years. The accessories that you're seeing here, most of these are from the house. And don't get me wrong, I have a lot in the house, so I'll get them filled out because this welcome sign was from the house. The glass mushrooms are from the house, and my little owl was from the house, and then that one little succulent, I'm not succulent, the air plant back there with a little branch, that's from the house too. But anyway, it did add a lot of interest to this fairy garden, and I have a bunch more accessories that I want to pull out and finish. The problem is, am I going to have enough pieces to go with them? That is the only problem. Sometimes I buy something I really love, but I need more accessories to go with the item that I bought. And so I'm going to go ahead and try a couple of them out. They're not going to look like they will, say, next year, because next year I will get the right accessories to go with them. But since they're such beautiful pieces, and they're centerpieces, to get all your attention, I'm going to go ahead and use them as I have them. We'll see the best we can do. Bye-bye for now, my awesome, awesome followers. Don't forget, if you're not following me, please think about it. Kisses and hugs. Love you all so much. I hope you're enjoying 30 fairy gardens in 30 days or more. Bye-bye for now.